Hey, collective. Let's throw all of the cards on the floor. Okay, so we will go ahead and take these. And okay, interesting. So we begin with the key here. Something we have recently unlocked. It could be that we're looking for answers in something. Could be something to do with a situation that we trusted. Okay, the loyalty card and the snake card were in the reverse. So we trusted somebody with the snake in reverse, and they led us astray here with loyalty in reverse. So interesting storyline. What else fell on the ground was these here. Okay, so we had really good luck here, 1 and 2. We had one foot in front of the other with the rider, and this is like really good burst of energy here. Could have been in some sort of a partnership here, or just a masculine influence came in and sort of deteriorated our progress. Okay, so I'll keep that storyline. Now, we could have had to cut something off in order to protect ourselves. Okay, let's see here what's going on. What is the last portion of this spread for my collective? Also, I didn't get a chance to do the intro. Please like the video on your way in. We're a growing community. I do see your likes and your comments. And thank you all for subscribing as well. Yeah, bottom of the deck here, as I suspected. We're looking for answers with something, okay? And we've been very dedicated to this. Could have been some sort of a risk or a gamble that we took. Perhaps, going from working for a corporation to owning our own business, something like this. Mm. Children could have been involved here. Looks to me like this relationship is going to take precedence in this reading, but look at that. We did put an end to this. So this could be someone that you have children with and you cut off the romance and you said, okay, you know what? We're just simply going to raise these children here because this loyalty and, how that unfolded, it just simply was not in our best interest here. So we had to gather up our strengths as it pertained to our mindset here, and could be around how we are seen by other people as well. That could have been part of the problem, is somebody got in your head and could have said things like, oh, if you only knew how this person talks about you, you wouldn't be as confident as you are, or something like that. So the other two that fell out were these two here. We had to protect ourselves here. It was actually this one, but we'll take it. Okay, let me gather. So we had to sort of protect ourselves and, frankly, the children that are involved as well, and cut something out with the death card and the scythe so that we could get back to work and kind of start from the beginning here with a clean, fresh mindset. Okay, let's get into the tarot here. It's rare that we get 2 rows of the Lenormand, but hey, when it works, it works. Okay, so on top of this loyalty here, we have the Hierophant. I think you wised up to this all on your own here, you in spirit anyways. Um, you had to decide for yourself, yeah, this is just simply not working out. Like, you felt like the door was slammed in your face all the time. Could have been a lot of screaming, yelling, and issues in the home. Okay, so you decided to give yourself this perspective shift as it pertained to what was going on. You're like, I see now that, these things were just simply not working. You know, we had our hearts open to each other here. The heart space opened up, and you showed me point blank, period, exactly what I can and cannot trust about you. It's like the proof was just in the pudding here. Whether you caught somebody cheating, whether you caught somebody in a lie, or simply just could not handle what the dynamic looked like. Okay. And I do think you got really sad. Wow. You got really sad about this here, disappointment, especially as it pertained to how this person treated you. This is how they treated you. I mean, seriously. It came up upside down, so it might have like taken some time for you to recognize that this is what was going on. Yeah. The Five of Pentacles stays at the bottom. So I'm going to put these together. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Jeez, that was a big sneeze. Okay, but I split the deck while that happened, and this is your energy. You're like waiting for your ships to come in. You're understanding that spirit has your back here. You're like, it's harvest time for me, and I'm going to sit on my throne while I have someone else come pick the fruit and lay it down at my feet. Like, this is your energy as it pertains to where you're headed and where you're going. You could have also felt as though this person was going to be that for you, like helping you on your path. They're going to pick up the pieces and help you, like leave breadcrumbs in the direction of your own path. So this person could have been like a business person, business minded, and they said, you know, we're going to build this together, but then stabbed you in the back here. Okay, so let me see what's going on with the child slash children. What do we need to know about that? Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands. I'm telling you, you're protecting your livelihood at home, okay? Protecting, but this is like spirit of life, the spark of life. It's like my kids are my world, as they should be, and therefore you step up to this plate, you're gonna get hurt, okay? There's that part of you that's like, I will stop at nothing to protect these kids. I mean, obviously. And again, it's like this person showed you what they were capable of bringing to the table. They showed you pain. So, no, you're not going to see how that affects my children. Point blank, period. Okay. So, I do think this is something that has already happened, or you're in the process of closing out this cycle here. So, let's get another deck here and see what else we need to know about this situation. So, I want to tap into this energy here, what it is that you're building. You could just simply have a good career. You could be looking for a career to go into this next phase here. Yeah, strength, Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. You had to really put your boundaries up with this person. Again, it's like the romance is just simply not going to happen here. Okay. You see how the lion is walking through like a desolate war zone. Okay. And this is the energy that perhaps they would have started with you. It's like they came in, again, we're going to build together, we're going to see this work together, we're going to do this hand in hand, and that's just simply not what happened. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here. Yeah, you're kind of like the victory is going to be how I protect my kids here. And that's exactly as you should be. Mama bear energy. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I think you're going to be very blessed here. Eight of Wands. And when I saw the Eight of Wands in this deck here, it was like showing, it's like this person showed you who they were and you can't unsee it. And now Spirit is like, let me show you in a way that you can't unsee. That is like this business idea, this fruitful abundance, okay, that you have. I feel that you're going to see some really, really bright futures ahead, okay? There could be many ways that you can go about this, but Spirit is going to show you exactly what there is to do. And all of this confusion energy that you've sort of been in as it pertains to what to do next, where to go, who to see, who to talk to, that's getting phased out here because you're being driven by this powerful force of parenthood. Okay, this Ace of Wands here, I mean, there's just no denying an Ace of Wands. Okay, that's that divine inspiration that comes through at 3 a.m. when you like suddenly are just like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go create this profile for this site or what have you. Okay, so this is what we're letting go of, this Three of Swords, pain, anguish, deceit, putting an end to that. And we're going to start directing the energy into a different direction here. Definitely. Okay, perfect. Pretty straight and forward storyline. Let me know if this is you. Also, I'm getting started on all of the zodiac readings for this month. I try to get everybody's zodiac, every zodiac a reading each month. even though they are timeless, okay? So comment to let me know what your zodiac sign is and a little bit of what this situation is, and it should come through on your zodiac signs reading list. Okay, Six of Pentacles coming through. Yes, I think you're going to be very greatly rewarded here for this sort of pain that you've went through. Again, I'm getting called back to that, like trusting, feeling like you trusted the wrong person here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles came through again. See, this is like that independent reaping of rewards. Okay, and this keeps coming through on this channel on multiple different of the zodiac signs. You're not meant to share a piece of your pie. Okay, this is like yours. And I feel like there's a part of you that sort of is like protecting your ideas, your work ethic, your winning streak. You're protecting it from this person. Okay, so you've had to be very balanced, very secure within yourself in order to really see your talents, skills, and abilities and how to apply that to different areas of your life. And for a long time, you were directing it to a partnership here, and that was the result. Okay, so now there's like this fear that if we put one foot in front of the other and we go for the gold on anything, it's going to be all for naught. And we've gotten that a lot on this channel, that there's a fear of moving forward, of taking risks, because we've taken risks on people and they left us high and dry here. So now we're in a state of this sort of confusion of not knowing which way to go and feeling somewhat disempowered here because, go with me here. But what I'm getting is this person that you were connected to saw themselves as a high power person, a high quality person. Okay, so when you were in the mix, they were like, well, that's great, that's cute, right? Like, that's cute, that little business or that little side quest, because they saw you as a stay-at-home homemaker. But it's almost like while you were at home, you were getting these intuitive downloads. And again, it's like you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning being like, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. And then this person sort of came in and was just like, for why though? Right? Again, it's like there's something about the way that this person was talking to you that made you question yourself and put you in burdens. Yeah, look at that. Eight of Wands again. That's 3 times for the Eight of Wands. And again, it's like, I will show you. There's something there. Knight of Swords as well, coming in hot to like prove a point or show us something. But again, it's like if you resonate with being up all night and studying for something, getting this key and unlocking the next steps here of what it is we're looking for, it's like your whole mind, body, and soul is in it. With the Fox energy, that's like strategic, clever energy. I feel like you might have had to get clever here. The Hermit is a solo energy for sure. And the Ten of Wands is like carrying the whole fort. It's not like holding up the fort, it's dismantling the fort and having to take it somewhere else here. Yeah, take it somewhere else. And I think you did that. Okay. So let's keep going. We'll get a few more. Okay, so what do we have to say about the Hanged Man? Oh, the Three of Swords fell on the floor. Yeah, I think it was this heartbreak that put you into this sort of like suspended in space moment in time. Whether you were at home with this other person or you left this person and then felt this way, it's like you could have been home burning the midnight candle, and then this person would walk in and be like, what are you working on? That's stupid, right? And then you had to sort of sit and think about it. And then it's almost like you began hiding this from this person, being like, don't worry about what I'm up to. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that, like, don't worry about it. Yeah. I don't feel the need to share with you what my plans are, and I'm busy. That's it. I'm busy. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm building my own world, and the world is about, having all of the options at your fingertips here. Wow, the Lovers. Interesting. So yeah, you're manifesting a huge next step for yourself here, and this person's not invited. Yeah, we keep getting this combo, strength and the lovers. Strength, two of cups. Look at that. Same energy here. So interesting confirmation here that we had to put our walls up as it pertained to this person. Yeah, because I think they thought they held the power here. You see how they're like holding the world in their hands here, and that's what the Three of Wands is about. It's like I've ordered my ship to come in, and now I'm going to take that opportunity and go elsewhere and use my brain to do so. And this person, yeah, they thought they had power over you. There's a song that's coming through, it's by, I'm going to butcher it, but it's Iluka, Iluka. And in the song, she said, "You caged the bird because it wouldn't fly back." That's what I'm getting here. Caged the bird because it wouldn't fly back. And it was a power struggle here. Could be literally, if so, trigger warning, I guess, but I'm getting more mentally and as it pertains to money. So it's like this person held the money, wanted you to just sort of sit back, relax, and look pretty. And you were like, nope. And they were like, okay, well, good luck going anywhere. So interesting side story on that. Not a big fan of that vibe there. Yeah. And for a moment, you were like, okay, yeah, I'm this little white bird. I'll come and feed from this bird feeder. All will be well. And this person thought that they were the bee's knees. And you could have decided, like, okay, hey, I don't think this is for me. I don't think that I have a heart for you anymore. Spirit has, sort of given me this download that I need to go elsewhere and do this on my own. Yeah. Independent energy. Okay. Now, let's go about our line here. What do we have to say about this Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, protecting these children here? What do we have to say about that? Like next steps? Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Wow. You're simply just taking names. I don't get a bad energy off of this when I just asked, you're being on defense, right? You're on defense. You're like, I'm protecting myself and my peace at all costs here. You don't have a seat at my table, and now you're going to go pursue this artist dream here on your own. You're doing this by yourself, and come hell or high water, you're not inviting this person to your table, as you should. Okay, let's get some clarifiers with another deck, and then I will wipe this board clean and we'll move into the oracle portion. And that is where we'll use this table clock that you see here. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for our collective right now as they move into this new state of being in this independent energy? Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you're going to be challenged as it pertains to letting things go, okay? I don't know why that won't focus. There we go. Yeah, they're dialing a safe here. So, couple of things. First is not everybody can come with you, so you're going to have to practice letting go of people. Okay? Sorry. Goodness sakes, this camera's going to drive me batty. Okay, you're going to have to practice letting go of people and keeping things secret here. Okay? Not everybody can come with you, and that's just the way that it is. And so it's almost like if you had this relationship with this person, you could have been together for a very long time, and you could have had like friends, mutual friends. And again, I was getting that like this person almost wants to have a say in how people see you. Okay, with the garden here is where people gather. So it's like if you could only hear how they talked about you, that's probably a lie. Okay, and it's for them to maintain this false sense of power here. Yeah, that could be this too. The strength, the power, holding the power over you and the communication as well with the all this Eight of Wands. There's something about the way this person talks to you, so I think you question how they talk about you to other people as well. And I think that's totally fair to think that. So, yeah, you're going to have to keep your ideas a secret here because we have another Ace of Pentacles, and this is your divine opportunities from spirit, and it's like you're locking them up in this safe here and not even telling people what's in this safe. Okay, so spirit says that. Spirit says keep this safe. Okay. Could be going through like a healing moment, dark night of the soul type moment. Like some of you will, this will be done already and the door will be closed, and some of you, this is to come here. I'm telling you, this is wild. Hierophant again for the third time. Okay, but what I'm getting here, there's that Knight of Pentacles, which is right there, and that sort of power struggle of wanting to keep you stuck, keep you stagnant. This person's on a treadmill here. And there's the Emperor, the power. I hold the power. See how there's like the hand is on the contract. So even if they were like ready to share and being like, okay, we're building this together or what have you, there's that subtlety here of, but my hand is on top of your options. Okay, there's something about that. Um, so duplicate message. I feel a strong power struggle coming from this person. And I think you understood that as well with the Hierophant. You see all these ideas that are up here on this whiteboard. Those are yours. That's a lot of information. You've been working at this for a long time. Okay, this could be somebody who wants to own their own daycare. This could be somebody who wants to have a delivery service. I don't know, but like you've done your research here and you know that this was divinely guided because of how it feels, because it feels like spirit came through and yeah, gifted you this sort of idea for you to go your own way. And all this confusion and this crap has just put a wrench in your gears, as they say. Or I mentioned in one of the zodiac readings, it's like you push this wheel off of a mountaintop and it starts spiraling, and that's good. It's like getting momentum. And then this person or old boss, family member, whoever this is, put a boulder right in your path of your growth, and it like sent your wheel off a mountain, like over there, like really far away. Okay. So you feel now like you need to go chase that down and like start over. But I think the lesson there was that you weren't meant to push your wheel off that mountain in that spot. And wherever you landed from that like deteriorated or deterred path, there we go, is actually going to be way better for you. Okay, so we might be upset about this right now, Five of Cups, which we've already seen right here. But Spirit wants you to know that when you go over and find out where that deterred path had sent your wheel, for the sake of the analogy, you're actually going to find that this is like way better. See that? Look at that. Okay, I was seeing this as like a caution sign or something, like don't go this way, go that way. And that's kind of what I'm getting. One of them is dark, mysterious forest, and one of them is standard, right? The house, the white picket fence, and the kids. This one is like single mom life, not knowing which way is up, where's the money going to come from. But it's like you're sort of forced into this way. And Spirit says this is what's best for you, anyways. Okay, so let's see. That's quite a bit of clarifying, but let's see. I don't want to really tap into the ex-love situation. We could. Let's just see what this is. Yeah. Okay. Ten of Wands. I was just thinking like, okay, well, what is this other person sort of going through? What are they feeling as it pertains to you? And they're burdened. I think this person realizes, even if it's subconscious, I don't think they would ever tell you this, but I think they understand that this was not the way to go about keeping you, and it put you in a way better position. I don't think they're happy about it, but this is that Queen of Swords energy, getting stuff done. The same energy as that whip there, and this energy as well. So you're in a very high focused energy here. And not only are you in that focused energy without this person coming in and telling you, hey, stop that, that's silly, or we don't do that here, or sit pretty and shut up, or whatever that is, now you're quiet, but in a sense of having spirit at your back here. And you're able to like point and direct the energy the way that you want it to, not the way that somebody else is trying to impose upon you. Okay, so your mindset is slowly but surely recalibrating to a new way of being that's streamlined to this energy over here, where you're going to be able to see the fruits of your labor and like pick the fruit. Okay, so we'll get a couple more and then we're going to go into Oracle, but I really like the energy of this message. I'm really hoping that the majority of you have already closed this chapter down. Okay. If not, then it's coming soon because your intuition is not going to stop bothering you about this. Okay. The moon with that high priestess. Yeah, it's like, ooh, and the magician. Yeah, you have nothing to worry about here. It's like we could create a movie from this. Okay. It's like once you drop all of the gunk, the heartbreak, the power struggle, all that stuff, it's almost like you can go where you want, do what you want, when you want. Spirit's going to tell you what you're going to want, okay? Because it's your destiny. It's just what you're meant for. And then you get to be creative and you get to like pick up your paintbrush and you get to um, brainstorm in your notebooks of all this like really beautiful energy that you're bringing in. It's like you're bringing in the energy that you're going to need in order to continue going. Yeah, there's that Strength card again and the Page of Pentacles. It's like you're picking up the task here. Like you're doing the thing. And I was seeing the Strength card and I was like, "Oh gosh, are we going to see the Lovers?" And we don't. We see the Page of Pentacles picking up the task. And you're going to be busy. I told you. But this time, I don't know what it is with this deck, but it just does not like focusing. This time, you don't have this other person tying you up. Typically, in the Two of Pentacles, we don't have a secondary person. This one does. But see, it's just you're busy. This person could reach out to you often and be like, what are you doing? What are you up to? Like, legitimately curious of what you're cooking. And I said that in another reading. I was like, what's cooking good looking? And it's because of this here. What's cooking? These are all Seven of Pentacles. Don't worry about what I've got going on. I'm planting seeds that are going to grow and give me abundance, and I'm going to be Miss or Mrs. Moneybags instead of Miss or Miss your last name. And they can just suck on that. Okay. Don't tell your person that's how I'm talking to them, but you know, I'm sure you're going to love that. So, yeah, you relied on yourself here and you picked up the pieces of this disappointing situation that threw you off course. Okay. Burning the midnight candle again with the hermit here and relying on spirit instead of like the normal average avenues of conventional growth. You're growing in a way that's doodling in the notebook. I don't remember whose reading I did. Oh, it was Aries. And I think it was, anyways. And it said, you'll get farther by doodling than you will by reading books. So check out Aries' reading. That was so good. I cried in that reading. But I literally now have a notebook that looks just like this. I wrote like just automatic writing and then doodled at the bottom. It was even a mountain. That's pretty wild. But anyways, so yeah, you're relying on your spiritual sources here, doodling in your notebooks and allowing it to give you options. Okay? Like instead of feeling like there's so much confusion and everything is so far away and oh gosh, what do I reach for next? I don't know what I'm going to do here. Now you're looking at all your options and being like, okay, do I want the jewels today? Do I want the dragon? Do I want the little ghost? And it's more fun now. See how the bottom here it says prizes. So instead of being like this face that's like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do? Holy crap, I don't know. I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense, right? Now it's almost like picking out clothes in a closet and you're like, oh, I think I'm gonna put this jewelry on with this outfit and it's gonna look so cute. Like, that's the energy shift here. And it's like you had to dig yourself up out of hell to get to that point, but hell or high water, you're gonna get there. Yeah, using your intellect here. And so some of you could be doing barber school, but that's what I'm getting. It's like unconventional way of earning money, but you're putting your mind, your heart, and your soul into it, and you're not going to like take no for as an answer here. And you had to move away from love in order to expand on your passions. Yeah. So, Six of Swords, sign in the passport. Remember on the Emperor card, they were going to sign everything for you. And you're like, no thanks. You could have even deterred this person, be like, hey, I'm going to get a business loan and go this route, this avenue. And they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. And lo and behold, you were actually getting your passport. It's stuff like that. So, anyways, yeah, you had to move away from this love here and go about this your way. I love this card because it's so like witchy. And whether you practice these types of things or not, it really doesn't matter what the tools are, but you see the abundance here of things to work with. And that's intuition. So we're tossing things into the trash here, cleaning up the old junky stuff. I know that was a big deal for me when I left was the beer cans. They always had a little bit of sludge at the bottom. You know what I mean? So be careful of that because with that Four of Pentacles, when they were opening the safe, that was kind of the energy that I got was that you're going to have to be comfortable throwing things away. Okay, some of you could be moving, but yeah, you've got your guard up here when it comes to this Two of Cups. Here, this is putting your guard up, and it's a Wounded Warrior card. See that? It's like, yeah, I know what happens when I reach my hand out to you. I end up in a cast. Hopefully not literally. Please tell me it's not true. I do not want that for you. So but anyway, it's like, I touched the stove and I got burned. So now, oh my God, you've decided what you truly want here. Okay. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's a high vibe. Look at this. This is that Nine of Pentacles, gathering up your jewels, gathering up your confidence here, independent energy. That's this one. Okay, same energy there. Nine of Cups is what we want to do. Again, do I want to go spin on a pottery wheel? Do I want to go do a barbershop thing? Like you could be figuring this out still of which way you want to go, but you've been thrown into a position where you get to work for yourself. You get to put your one step in front of the other in terms of something that's colorful, that's non-conventional, that's new, that's bright and fulfilling, even more so. But again, it's like this person cannot come with you. They are not invited to the table. God said that. I said that. You can tell them I said so. Because this in the center of your reading is not what I want for you. So we're getting this person out of the way, clear the table. It's literally like if your relationship with this person was on a table, we're going to do this and just like swipe it all clean. And come hell or high water, we're doing our own damn thing. And I really love this too. These are two different decks, but you see how it's like that color on the walls. If some of you are moving, you could get really excited about decorating. So get excited. You're cutting this tie from this person. Just freaking snip it. That's what Spirit wants for you. And you're going to take the bull by the horns and put all that energy that was being wasted on a person, cut that tie, let that anchor drop, and you get to soar so far into this creative endeavor. I mean, it's absolutely, this is what I want. This is what I want for you. So next time we meet, I'm hoping that this is all the way closed out. You've slammed that door, you've cut that tie, and we don't see this person back here again. Deal? Okay, I'll see you guys on the Oracle portion. I'll link it to play right now. I'll see you right over there.